Comedy is an art form that evolves with time, reflecting the ever-changing nature of humor and societal norms. So let's take a journey back in time to discover some comedic geniuses who shaped the landscape of laughter for generations past and present. Join Facts Verse as we present Nobody Under 75 Years Old Can Name These Legendary Comedians. Steve Allen. Steve Allen was a prolific television personality, comedian, and entertainer who made significant contributions to entertainment. One of his most notable achievements was his role as the original host of The Tonight Show, which he inaugurated in 1954, making it the first late-night talk show of its kind. His innovative approach to the show included introducing the concept of the celebrity interview, stand-up comedy routines, and various comedic sketches, setting a precedent for late-night television that continues to influence the industry. He was also a talented musician and composer. He wrote over 8,500 songs, with one of his most famous compositions being the beloved jazz standard, "This Could Be the Start of Something Big." His musical talents earned him multiple Grammy Awards, showcasing his versatility. He was not only a trailblazer in television, but a multi-talented entertainer whose career leaves a lasting legacy on comedy, music, and television. Shelley Berman. Shelley Berman was a comedian and actor who left an indelible mark on comedy. One of his most significant career highlights was his pioneering work in stand-up. In the late 50s and early 60s, he gained widespread acclaim for his unique style of humor, characterized by his storytelling, observational wit, and emotionally charged delivery. His groundbreaking comedy albums like Inside Shelley Berman in 1959 were not only critically acclaimed, but also commercially successful, making him one of the first comedians to achieve mainstream recognition through the medium of recorded comedy. Another notable highlight was his transition to acting. He became a sought-after character actor in television and film, with appearances in popular shows like Curb Your Enthusiasm and Boston Legal, as well as memorable roles in films like The Best Man and Divorce American Style, for which he received an Academy Award nomination. Mel Brooks and Carl Reiner as a duo. Mel Brooks and Carl Reiner were a legendary comedy duo whose partnership spanned several decades, leaving an indelible mark on comedy. One of their most iconic career moments was the creation of the groundbreaking and hilarious comedy routine known as The 2,000-Year-Old Man. This sketch featured Reiner as the straight man interviewing Brooks, who portrayed the world's oldest man, offering absurd and humorous insights into history, culture, and daily life. It became an instant classic, earning the duo a Grammy Award for Best Spoken Comedy Album. Their collaboration extended to television too. They worked together on Your Show of Shows and Caesar's Hour, two highly influential sketch comedy series that helped shape the landscape of television comedy in the 1950s. And their close friendship and creative partnership continued to flourish throughout their careers, leading to memorable appearances on talk shows, films, and various comedic projects. Lenny Bruce. Lenny Bruce was an influential and controversial stand-up who made big contributions to the world of comedy in the 50s and early 60s. He had a groundbreaking style of comedy that challenged societal norms and pushed the boundaries of free speech. His act was characterized by his sharp social commentary, satirical observations, and a fearless approach to tackling taboo subjects like race, religion, politics, and sexuality. He's often regarded as one of the pioneers of quote-unquote sick humor and comedy as social commentary, paving the way for later comedians like George Carlin and Richard Pryor. One of his most notable career milestones was his numerous legal battles and arrests due to his controversial material. His provocative routines often led to obscenity charges, making him a symbol of the fight for free speech in comedy. Though he faced personal and professional hardships as a result, Bruce's tenacity and dedication to pushing the boundaries of comedy left a lasting impact. Carol Burnett. Carol Burnett is a beloved actress, comedian, and television personality who's left a major mark on entertainment. One of her most significant highlights is her iconic variety and sketch comedy show, The Carol Burnett Show, which ran from 1967 to 78. It was a massive success, winning numerous Emmys and earning a devoted fan base. It showcased Burnett's immense comedic talent, her gift for physical humor, and her memorable characters like Mama and Eunice. Her camaraderie with fellow cast members, including Tim Conway and Harvey Korman, created some of the most memorable and enduring sketches in television history. She also starred in Broadway productions such as Once Upon a Mattress and received critical acclaim for her role in the film adaptation of the musical Annie. Throughout her career, she received many awards and honors, including the Kennedy Center Honors, the Mark Twain Prize for American Humor, and the Presidential Medal of Freedom. George Carlin. George Carlin was a trailblazing comedian, actor, and social commentator whose career spanned over 5 decades. He was known for his sharp wit, incisive social criticism, and fearless approach to tackling taboo topics like religion, language, politics, and everyday life. His 7 dirty words routine led to a landmark Supreme Court case on obscenity and solidified his reputation as a champion of free speech and comedy. His comedy albums, including Class Clown and A Place for My Stuff, earned Grammy Awards and showcased his mastery of language and wordplay. Another career highlight was his extensive work in television and film. He appeared on numerous television shows and had several HBO comedy specials that were highly acclaimed. He also left a lasting legacy as the first ever host of Saturday Night Live in its debut season, setting a precedence for the show's edgy and countercultural comedy style. Bill Dana. Bill Dana was a talented comedian, writer, and actor, best known for his iconic character Jose Jimenez, which became a significant career highlight. He introduced the character on The Steve Allen Show in the late 50s. Jimenez was a bumbling, innocent, and often confused Mexican immigrant, and Dana's portrayal was filled with warmth and humor. The character became incredibly popular and even spawned comedy albums, books, and various appearances on television shows and talk shows. He also was a talented comedy writer with credits on shows like The Ed Sullivan Show and The Danny Thomas Show. He won an Emmy Award for his comedy writing. Rodney Dangerfield. Born Jacob Rodney Cohen, Rodney Dangerfield was an iconic comedian, renowned for his self-deprecating humor and his famous catchphrase, "I don't get no respect." One of his most prominent highlights was his breakout comedy album, No Respect, released in 1974. It catapulted him to stardom, earning him a Grammy Award for Best Comedy Album. He also had memorable roles in films, most notably in Caddyshack and Back to School. His performances in these movies showcased his comedic timing and solidified his status as a comedy legend. Phyllis Diller. Phyllis Diller was a groundbreaking comedian and actress. One of her most notable achievements was her pioneering role in breaking down barriers for female comedians in the male-dominated world of stand-up. Her signature style included her distinctive cackling laugh, eccentric fashion sense, and self-deprecating humor. Her rapid one-liners and witty anecdotes about her fictional husband, Fang, became her trademark and endeared her to audiences. She made many guest appearances on popular shows like The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson. She also acted in films like Splendor in the Grass and lent her voice to animated characters in movies like A Bug's Life. Now it's time to hear from you. Do you know these comics? Who was your favorite? Let us know in the comments section below.